This is kind of morbid. Look, crazy. What I'm doing is kind of morbid. My uncle Felix is in the hospital. So we shall hear about what they're going to do about it soon. I guess maybe today or tomorrow. I don't know. Today is Monday. What day is it? Today is Saturday. So maybe they won't decide until Monday what they're going to do about it. Yeah. He's 88 years old. He was born in 1927. So greetings to my uncle if he's able to see this. These are my relatives that I grew up with Cuba. So I told you about him before. So that's his Felix, just like Dustin I mentioned Dustin in references, and you were in Canada. Yeah, some of these pictures in Canada with you. A surprise visit to the Canadian premiere of Point Break, at the same time as they were showing it in Beijing. The 9th, you showed up at the Odeon Theater in Toronto, Canada, I think. And you have the pictures of the people there with you, and I think Erickson Core was there. Is that the same picture? I'm not sure. I think you were in the same. Yeah, you're wearing the same pullover. Okay, so he was there too, and who else? I just saw him and you, and with the people, all the fans, and okay. So this is and I had just posted a video from Vereda Tropical. Karaoke. I'm gonna try to do it now. It's Curiel. I'm afraid it's going to crash. So I gotta keep touching the computer and make sure that it doesn't overheat. Yeah, it's okay. Right now I don't think it's going to overheat yet, but it could overheat. And I'm wearing the same shirt as you were wearing in one of the featurettes from Point Break, where you're sitting at the picnic table. And the shirt that I was wearing when I was singing Adagio from Lara Fabian, which, by the way, that was one of my my father Vega's little brother that died very young, that I talked to you about. He was a very healthy looking boy. He died, I think maybe he was 2 years old, I think, when he died. Beautiful boy, beautiful healthy boy. I don't remember what he died from. So I mean, my parents, some of them died. Not my parents, my fathers did. Yeah, my uncles, yeah, aunts, yeah. Okay, so he's one of the last ones. Let's see who else is left. Well, there's nobody left. Well, there's two. There's one in Cuba, Abdulio, like Abdul, and Antonio, my other uncle. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, everybody else is dead. Everybody, let me see. Yeah, everybody else is dead. So he will be he'll be the last one, the one before the last one to die if he dies. Yeah. Yeah. So I've only got one uncle left. Okay. So let me sing this because he used to at some time he was a lover of animals. He was an animal lover, but not like scientific. He hands-on. He loved working with animals. So he loved going to the farms and dealing with giving birth, helping giving birth. Sometimes one night I remember that he went to some place. Somebody called him, I think, because the mule, I think, or something. The mule, or I think it might have been a mule or something. Yeah, a mule or a horse, a mare, I don't know. And apparently there was she was having a breech birth, I think. And they called him, I think, like in the middle of the night. Or somebody came to get him because most people in Cuba didn't have any phones. So they came and get it, I think. And he maybe it was a day. I mean, it's all blurry now. But I do remember that he went there and he was the one who helped deliver the breech, baby, Yeah, so he loved animals, and he studied he came to the U.S. before Castro, by the way, and he studied incubation in the United States. And he was the one who built our house. He built a house, and then he built his own house. So we grew up together. Like I said, he was he was actually more father to me than my own father, like I mentioned before, because my father was like, you know, he was there all the time, but he was like absent, you know. So I don't even, that's why I don't show his pictures. And for other reasons too, but he was really like an absent father, like the usual comment that you know, many children have, especially boys, you know, against their parents or their fathers, or because of their fathers, you know, the father could be there but absent, right? But my uncle was actually more father to me than him. Now, this is not always the case. When I remember my early childhood, that we spent very happy times. I remember that, and I remember going to the beach with my father, my uncle, Felix, and by the way, we call them RAUL in Cuba, but here in the U.S. is Felix. So if he does die, I'm sorry to be so morbid, but it's Israel died at 85. Now famous in my other video, Israel at 85, and here's my uncle Raul at 88. So if he does die, he will be 88 years old. If he doesn't make it through the procedure that they're going to try to do for him, I'm blocking some artery or something. He's got some blocked artery. So I don't know what's going to happen. So if he does make it, well, he's going to hear this video. And I remember him, you know, very happy times we used to spend on the beach. Which oh, there's a rocket coming up, or a jet, maybe a military jet. Yeah, okay. Which I wish I had a photo of him on the beach. If you see the photo of me on the beach, you would assume that my uncle is my real father, because he's the one holding me in his arms. So, you know, we have very beautiful pictures. So he was very handsome. He was a very handsome man, and I got some of those are my fondest memories of him, really, on the beach when we were like 2-3 years old. This is before before the revolution came to Cuba. As I now say, 1 January 1959, I'm sorry. I was born 4 May 1954. So, and this is already 7 minutes, so it's going to be one of those long videos, and then I won't be able to process it and give it different coloring. Okay. And I'm showing myself in floral prints, because if he dies, then this is like my wreath, you know, to the funeral. If he dies, if not, well, then he's gonna see me singing Vereda Tropical, because you know, I mentioned this before, and it's karaoke, and the person there says Curiel, and that's what he used to do. Sometimes he would raise rabbits and hamsters. So we were able to play with the rabbits and the hamsters. Well, not play. I mean, they were there in the cage. My cousin, you remind me of my cousin Luke. The times that we spent on the beach. So that's another connection between us. Okay, before this crashes and I lose all this, let me sing very briefly. I wish I could do so many things. My thoughts are so random today. It's unbelievable. I cannot, you know, but I'm going to try. Consuelo Mac is on TV. They're talking about the economy and China, and yeah, there's China and Consuelo Mac. Okay, there's China and Consuelo Mac. All right. Because they're thinking that everybody keeps saying that the growth in China cannot be sustained, and that there's going to be a crash sooner or later. And there's different the 5. If you come visit me, look, you won't have to be bored. Just look, I got Monte Carlo there, okay, on the extreme left. I got John Wayne in Comanchero, you know, because he made the movies with Maureen O'Hara, now dead. Well, both of them now dead. Okay, I got A Kiss Before Dying, because that's one of my favorite movies. with Sean Young and Matt Dillon. And I got Brokeback Mountain here, okay, with one of your role models. Now they're also the Heath Ledger, and they're still living, Jake Gyllenhaal. And of course, there's Jesus, okay, and what you represent to me, Ruth. So, so there's Consuelo Mack and Andy Rothman, investment strategist, Matthews Asia. So we're talking about Beijing. And let me see that there's Consuelo Mack. Okay, they were having the Buddha, and next is Jesus again. But you won't see it because it's almost 40 minutes, I think, before Jesus starts again. From Jesus to, from Jesus to Christ, okay? And today is Lupita Day, actually, in Mexico also. And they were mentioning this last night. They were having the eve of Guadalupe, you know, in Mexico yesterday. So I did put that in the collage. Okay, so you can have it on the collage. The sun is very bright. I have to turn down the AC so you can see. I mean, so maybe it'll keep from overheating. I don't know. Let me see. It's okay. The computer is okay. Maybe it'll help if the AC is down. I don't know. I hope it doesn't crash. It's 11 minutes already, so it's gonna be one of my long videos again, more than 20 minutes, and I don't know if I'll be able to process it then, so I can give it a different coloring like I like to do. And I'm wearing the same shirt. I'm a little more decent today because I figured, well, this is how I remember my uncle on the beach, you know. And so here's my shorts. Okay, can you see that? Yeah. Well, that's my boxer shorts and my swimming trunks. Okay. Okay. So what else? My uncle. There's my mother's dress over there. Okay. That's my mother's dress. The yellow with the print. And there's my father, the brown and greetings to the Duchess. Yeah, Duchess Kate Middleton, because in you know, she's wearing something similar when she was coming out of the hospital when she gave birth to Charlotte. So that's the dress over there. Greetings to the English royal family. Okay, my uncle actually went to visit England. Him and my aunt Sarah. They went to visit England, so they were able to see Alfred and all that, yeah. Which my father wanted to do and he was not able to do. So he never saw his aunts. My father never saw his aunt again. Okay, so there they are. So they were in Salvation Army, and you know, that's how they ended up back in England. Okay, so yeah, I'm somewhat like I am somewhat by spirit like an Anglo-Cuban. Okay, my education is really mostly a lot from the Encyclopedia Britannica. So I consider myself more like an Anglo-Cuban than anything else. But I'm very, you know, I have a very you know, I've learned things from here and there, from all the places that I lived and everything that I have read. Okay, let me see if this is still hot. I don't want to lose it. This is 7 minutes, 30 minutes already. Yeah, I better sing Vereda Tropical. Okay, so I'm gonna turn it to Vereda Tropical. Okay, now you see me. Let me see. I'm gonna turn it back into the TV. Okay. So I can sing Vereda Tropical. I can read it. It says in here, it's not picking it up. Why is it not picking it up? It's not picking it up because oh, I don't have the cable attached to it, and that's another thing that will make it overheat. All these cables actually is just too much for the computer. I need more RAM or something, you know. I need to win the lotto, Lubracy. Mate, win the lotto with you so maybe I can do more things, because, you know, this is just not, the computer overheats. I try to do things, but it's not too enough. It's not enough to have, I need more things. Okay, so there it is. See, they're going to see my head. It's all they're going to see, my head, I hope. and what I showed on my body. I wish I could capture you again, Luke. There, you talking about Spaceship Earth. Yeah, so many things I wish I could do with you. I will make a movie with you, Luke. Yeah, I will definitely make a movie with you. Maybe Erickson Court can direct a movie about you talking about Spaceship Earth. Yeah. Okay? Something like that. Yeah, you're beginning to get in the groove. Yeah, that you mentioned that. Yeah, that was lovely. That was lovely of you, Luke, to mention Spaceship Earth. I loved it when I heard that you mentioning about Spaceship Earth in the video. Okay, great. Okay, I'm really capturing my eyes now this time. I hope it might be more overexposed, but okay. Here I'm talking too much. I'm gonna lose this. Vereda tropical. If it doesn't crash, okay. Let me sing. I wish so many things I wish I could show you. Look, there's your latest collage. Look at this. Your latest collage. Look. Yeah, that's your latest collage. Okay, lovely, Mr. Porter. Okay, Mr. Porter. And I was talking about I made a collage about the brown spots, all the little brown spots that I got. Yeah. That the dermatologist, Mr. Porter, told me, and other people have told me, yeah, he says I gotta be careful. I have spent a lot of time in the South, and I think what I need is to go north now, because I spent too much time in the South, and it's okay. So here's your collage. There's your collage. You see? Okay. From Mr. Porter, okay? Okay, you got enough of that? Yeah, I didn't get enough of that, Luke. I can never get enough of you, mate. Okay, there's something very, very primal and very in my mind about you. Okay, so, let me see. Let me sing this song before I lose this, and then nothing. Okay, this is a song because it's Vereda Tropical, and I'm gonna sing it as if I was living in Spain. Actually, I'm gonna give it a Spanish accent. Okay, and it's let me see. I'm gonna sing it as if Nico Membiela was singing it. Okay, he used to sing with a Spanish accent. Okay, at least a pronunciation, because an accent is more than just a pronunciation. An accent is also the intonation. And even when people try to speak like another person, another language, another accent, they might still retain the similar intonation. I don't know if, I'm sure the computers can pick all these different things, how the voice changes depending, alright? So here's, and it says in here, it says karaoke from Gonzalo Curiel, which is when my uncle used to raise hamsters, and I didn't realize it until later. I went back after I had posted this, and then I got a call from my sister saying about my uncle being in the hospital, and I went back to the video and I realized, oh yeah, that's Curiel. That's what my uncle used to do. He used to raise hamsters at times. Okay, so here goes. Voy por la vereda tropical, la noche plena de quietud, con su perfume de humedad. En la brisa que viene del mar, se oye el rumor de una canción de amor y de piedad. Con ella fui noche tras noche hasta el mar, para besar su boca fresca de amor. Y me juró quererme más y más, sin olvidar jamás aquellas noches junto al mar. Hoy solo me queda recordar, los ojos mueren de llorar y el alma muere de esperar, porque se fue tú la dejaste ir. Vereda tropical, hazla volver a mí. Quiero besar su boca otra vez junto al mar. So today's Sibotas, I like to say, Saturday, the 12th of December 2015. I'm being so morbid. If he dies today, unless I do the operation or next week, today is Lupita Day. Yeah, con ella fui noche tras noche hasta el mar para besar su boca fresca de amor, y me juro quererme más y más y no olvidar jamás aquellas noches junto al mar. Hoy solo me queda recordar, los ojos mueren de llorar y el alma muere de esperar. Espere pensando, ¿por qué se fue? Tú la dejaste ir. Así Lucas, vereda tropical. Hazla volver a mí. Hazlo volver a mí. Quiero besar su mejilla. Smanko, Felix, otra vez junto al mar. In the hospital before he dies. Vereda tropical. Smanko Felix. Okay? So greetings to everybody, and I'm being so morbid. If he dies, then I'm sure that many people will be hearing this song, my final message. Okay? Bye-bye. Before I lose this, Lucas. Bye-bye. Thank you. It's 11:29 a.m. Bye-bye.